This is my official testimony. Gen Z people should not be doctors. Or at least they should adopt the traditional, grizzled demeanor of their predecessors. Because the experience of having a Gen Z doctor was so jarring, so profoundly unsettling that I genuinely thought my life and my knee was over. I had dislocated my knee, a truly painful injury that left me completely unable to walk. I went straight to the hospital. Now, normally at this particular emergency room, there's a familiar cast of characters, a bunch of old, angry men who are doctors. They often grunt, they seem annoyed by my presence, and they generally act like they hate me. But that's what I like because I trust them. Their rage seems to be directly proportional to their surgical competence. But this time, everything was different. They wheel me into a sterile exam room, and after a short wait, a guy walked in who could be no older than, say, 25 years old. He looked like he was about to ask if I wanted to join his Twitch stream, not manipulate my fractured joint. And then he spoke. "What's up, doc?" My inner monologue immediately started screaming. I was thinking, okay, this must be a joke. It must be bring your kid to work day, or maybe he's an orderly. I played along, offering a week. "What's up?" But then the horror became real. He smiled, holding up a file. "So, I'm Dr. Eric, and I'm gonna be the one putting your knee back in place today, cool?" My heart absolutely sank. Just by looking at this guy, the immaculate haircut, the trendy sneakers, the alarming familiarity, I could tell that he used Quizlet to get through medical school, and that my future mobility was now in the hands of someone who probably prefers TikTok to textbooks. I immediately started calculating the likelihood of permanent disability. But then it got worse. Much worse. He asked me the standard question, how I injured my knee. I explained, oh, I did it playing basketball. Went up for a rebound and landed wrong. He nodded sagely, but his response was laced with the most casual, unsettling slang imaginable. He leaned in slightly, giving me his expert medical opinion. "Yeah, man. Basketball can low-key be dangerous." Low-key. Dog. My doctor did not just say low-key. I was a grown man in excruciating pain, facing a serious joint procedure, and my attending physician had just used a phrase usually reserved for describing subtly attractive celebrity outfits or surprisingly good snacks. At this point, I just mentally accepted that I was probably never going to walk again. I figured that my knee was about to be put back in place with all the precision of a Twitch mod banning troll. I stopped resisting the panic. I was resigned. "All right, whatever," I muttered. "Let's just put my knee back in place. Let's just get this disaster over." He checked the monitor, adjusted his gloves, and with alarming enthusiasm, asked if I was ready for him to do it. I just nodded, gritting my teeth, waiting for the sudden, sharp, professional pain that meant my leg was straight again. He put his hands on my leg, took a deep breath, and then said, with the full, horrifying earnestness of a youth pastor about to drop the bass, "Okay, on three, we're gonna make this joint bust